welcome back. Happy Monday, and Monday means meal prepping here at Channel 8. Nina Struess from Hy-Vee is here today with another delicious recipe. Hi, Nina.
Hi.
Okay, what are we making today? We've got avocados and also chocolate.
Yeah, so this one could easily be a simple afternoon snack or after school snack or even a bedtime snack, right? If you're just kind of looking for something a little different. We are using avocados to make a chocolate avocado pudding.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like those old pudding cups you'd have in elementary school.
Definitely, and so it's going to be definitely have a flavor profile very similar to that, but we're also going to get some really good healthy fats coming from those avocados. So the monounsaturated fats are really good for our HDL cholesterol, and so going to get some good healthy fats coming out of that and some fiber, a little bit of protein, and then of course we're going to add a little bit of sweetness too.
The world's healthiest pudding.
Yes,
I love it.
yes. Now the key, and I cannot stress this enough, the key is that you need to have a very ripe avocado. So we need to have 2 very ripe avocados, and I'll kind of show you here. So when it comes to avocados, your avocados should naturally give like a little bit of give if they are ripe. So you can feel the difference between that one, which isn't quite ripe yet,
Hard as a rock.
and this one that would be perfect for the pudding today. See how it gives more? It's almost like a banana, right? There's a difference between an underripe and a very overripe banana, and they're cooking the way you could cook them. Same thing here with this pudding.
Okay.
If you do not choose a very ripe avocado, I was telling you, it's gonna look like you have green chunks in your pudding, and you don't want that to happen. So, and then too, sometimes people get really confused about how to cut an avocado. So I typically run a knife down the middle and open it up. Now, if you have the pit still in there, mine's already out, but you can just squeeze gently. If your avocado is ripe enough, it'll pop right out.
Easy.
Yeah, super simple. And then, so we're just gonna get 2 very ripe avocados for this recipe, and you really want to make sure that you're getting all that nice green goodness out of there completely. So that's going to be the base, and then we are going to add a little bit of liquid here. I'm going to grab the almond milk. We have vanilla unsweetened almond milk, so a little bit of flavor there. We're going to add in about 1/2 cup of cocoa. So this is just your standard baking cocoa that's in your cupboard. I'm going to add some vanilla extract, about a teaspoon, and then about 1/2 cup of honey. Now the recipe also calls for agave nectar, whatever, if you have maple syrup in there, you could easily do that too. And so that's all going to go into your food processor, and we're just gonna
Blend it up.
blend it up.
Oh,
And
cocoa.
as I say, it doesn't take very long. You'll see some of the green specks in there, but that's why you want to make sure you have a very ripe avocado, because if the avocados are very ripe, it'll really start to blend really, really well.
Is it because it's not as soft? It doesn't break up as
Yes,
much?
exactly. The texture is too hard, and the flavor is going to be different too. So you're going to have a little bit more of a bitter, kind of sour tasting, and you don't want that when you're making a chocolate pudding.
No.
And so the texture will also be a little bit thicker, and you can see over there, I tell people to let it sit at least about, a couple of hours in the refrigerator. My preference is overnight. The longer it sits, the more flavor it develops. You can add fruit, you could do some chopped nuts on top and enjoy it. It's super, super delicious.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to dive into this. I'm gonna take that spoon as soon as this is over. Thank you so much, Nina. If you wanna check out this recipe or any of Nina's past ideas, you can head over to our website, wqad.com, and click on Meal Prep Monday at the top of the page.